morning, welcome back to the channel. This morning we've got quite a nice exciting job to do. We've got a load of hardwood decking to fit. The first obstacle we've got though, we've had our delivery here this morning. So plenty of timber, just how I like it. Sorry Sean. And our first little obstacle is there's no rear access, so we've got to go through the house. Luckily it's fairly straight for these long bits of timber. So we've got the two young lads, see, working hard up there, carrying things in. Don't know what they're watching telly or something in the lounge.
Cool ride out, boys.
You wait till Mike sees this, you'll be in trouble then. And so yeah, I'll show you the access through. You'll be excited to see. Some very, very expensive screws.
Down the ramp we go.
And out here. So our first bit, we've got two separate bits of decking to do. So this is the first bit here. We've already got hard standing here, but what we're going to do is we're going to cut out pockets, dig some holes, get some posts set in there, concreted in, and then we can build our timber joist system then to work to put the hard decking on there. Eventually they're thinking of having some sort of summer house there, so we won't deck everywhere there, but we'll just deck where's needed, because it is pretty expensive hardwood decking, so we don't want to use it and then cover it up. And then the other place we've got to do is down this area here. We've got to bring it out sort of level with the bottom of the doors, out so far to here. As you can see, it's not the best setup at the minute, and run some steps down into the garden. So we're going to go and get some timber round and start digging some holes.
Alright guys, that's all the timber round. It's been around for a little while now, so yeah, we put all this out of the way. Steve has got the frame started. We've got one half of it done, just marking out for the other bit. And now it is time.
We're going to sorry Sean,
go on, you carry on.
We've decided to get the frame built first, because as you can probably tell, there's not many square angles to go off there. So we're going to build the frame, overlay that, and then that should give us a better idea where we want our post holes to concrete all those in. But we're going to have some food first. So.
Yeah, break time. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
We've got all the frame made up now. We've just placed it on top of the area just to find where we want to be square. And then we've marked all our holes that we need to dig out for the posts. So we're going to take these off again, dig our holes, put these back in place, and then we can concrete the posts in, and hopefully right where we need them to be. So guys, we've got the joists on now, dug all the holes. Boys are just finishing concreting all the posts in. What we've done is we've levelled off the joists, and then we've put the posts in, fixed those, and then concreted, so we know we've got a nice bang on level. It's not going to go anywhere. On this one we're using 4x2s, treated timbers. Normally I'd use 6 on the decking, but because we're already on a raised area, it's just to keep the height down a little bit in terms for the neighbours and that sort of thing. So what we're having to do then in between as well is just to pack any places, because we're on a nice hard standing anyway. We're just packing everything there as well, just to give it a real nice full feel, so it's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, so we'll just finish off concreting these, and then we can cut all the posts off level and move on to the next stage. So we've got all this sorted now, the deck's all done. Should be no spring in there, all nice and firm. We've filled in around the bottoms as well. We're going to put the hardwood decking vertically down on this, so we've got to just make sure we've got our pickup points. And then we've built the steps, a bit of a big step before, so so we put these two in, so they'll reduce in size as we go up. Just they'll look a bit nicer once all that decking goes on. And now we're going to move on and get this area down here that the boys are just clearing up. We're going to have a higher decked area with some steps down in this corner. We're just going to get all this prep. We're going to get all the frame done for that first, and then we're going to deck the whole lot together. So we'll see after we get some posts in. Hey, so we've started making all this these joists here ready for this bit of decking. This one we're using a 6x2. We've had to notch it onto that top step, but other than that we've got it all nice and strong there. Using 6x2 is a lot stronger on this bit. What we did on this one, because it wasn't square, is we dug the post holes out and then held the timbers in and levelled those up, and then we've even filled after, so just a little bit easier on that one there. So now we're just digging out a few post holes here because they're going to have some steps running around the corner, diminishing that as we go. So that's our next bit, build those. So we've got steps all sorted now. We've probably overcomplicated it slightly, but there is no movement or anything like that in there, and it should take all of our decking, which is the ways that we're going to run it. So now we get on to the fun bit of the decking. So the first bit we're going to do is cut the outside edge, and we're going to mitre that corner and biscuit joint that and glue that together. So hopefully that doesn't come apart in time. Hello. Well, we started doing these. We started putting on the yellow below hardwood decking. We started that last night, in between the showers. On the joint here, we've used biscuit joint and glue just to try and stop that opening up. That's always the worry when you're doing external timber work. Mitre joints is that they do tend to shrink and move about, so hopefully that will solve that problem. And then the other thing we just wanted to talk about quickly, the screws we're using. These screws here that we're using are stainless steel. They're ideal for this hardwood. You won't get staining and they won't rust, that sort of thing. Ones we're using are these ones, the Spax screws. They're stainless steel screws, again, for that purpose. They are not cheap at all, so any drop screws need to be picked up. But when you're paying this much money for this sort of hardwood, then you really do need to use the right fixings on these. So, and then they're all meticulously measured and in nice straight lines. Takes forever, but obviously you get that much better look at the end of it all. Okay, so we'll crack on and we'll show you when we get a bit further on. Right. This area of decking now is, we've just finished all this. I think it looks really smart now in the yellow below. All this timber's from we've got all this from Bates timber, and it's been really good quality. It's really nice stuff to use actually as well. Also, just to mention before people start asking, this little area here, they are going to put some sort of handrail along here, but I think they're going to do something in metal work there, something like that. So before we get a lot of people are going to fall and die comments, and then on Monday we've just got that area up there then to get all that decking done. So we will see you on Monday.